First, the headlines. Radical outfit PFI 8 associated fronts banned for 5 years after nationwide mega raid arrests. Center to extend free ration scheme by 3 more months, say sources. Good evening and welcome to MAMI Television Primetime English News Bulletin. I'm Loving Remai giving you the latest news update. Following multiple raids across the country and arrests by the central agencies, a radical outfit, Popular Front of India (PFI), was banned for 5 years by the Ministry of Home Affairs (MHA) today for its alleged links to terror funding. In addition to this, PFI's associate organizations Rehab India Foundation (RIF), Campus Front of India (CFI), All India Imams Council (AIIC), National Confederation of Human Rights Organization (NCHRO), National Women's Front, Junior Front, Empower India Foundation, and Rehab Foundation Kerala were also banned. The demand to ban the outfit was made by several states. The decision was taken based on the report of the investigating agencies. On September 22 and September 27, the National Investigation Agency (NIA), Enforcement Directorate (ED), and state police conducted raids on the PFI. In the first round of raids, 106 people belonging to PFI were arrested. Meanwhile, in the second round of raids, 247 people belonging to PFI were arrested. Investigating agencies got enough evidence against the outfit, based on which the decision to ban the outfit was taken. As the central government declared PFI and its associates or fronts as an unlawful association with immediate effect, BJP leader Kapil Mishra stated that banning PFI is a decisive step against Islamic Jihad in a tweet. The central government has decided to extend the free ration scheme by 3 more months, sources in the government said. A detailed announcement on this is expected later today. The scheme was started during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Under the scheme, 5 kilograms of free food grains are provided per person per month among the poor. The decision to extend the free ration scheme, which ends on September 30, has been taken in view of the forthcoming festive season. However, political observers say that the scheme has helped the BJP with elections scheduled in Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh later this year. The decision to extend it could have been influenced by political considerations. According to the Union Finance Ministry, extension of the scheme is likely to add a burden of 45,000 crore rupees to the national exchequer. Sources say that in view of the additional financial liability, the ministry had recommended that the quantity of food grains provided under the scheme be reduced, but the government is likely to continue with the scheme in its current form. India recorded a total of 3,615 new COVID-19 cases, with 22 deaths in last 24 hours. This took the total tally of COVID-19 cases to 4.45 crore, while the active cases declined to 40,979 according to the data updated by Union Health Ministry. The death count, however, climbed to 5.28 lakh with the fresh fatalities, which includes 8 deaths reconciled by Kerala, the data updated stated. The active cases comprise 0.09% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate increased to 98.72%, the ministry said. The weekly positivity rate in the country also currently stood at 1.55% and the daily positivity rate at 1.12%. Meanwhile, with 4,972 patients having recovered in the last 24 hours and the cumulative tally of recovered patients surged to 4.40 crore. On the other hand, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has exceeded 217.9%. 1.96 crore, and COVID-19 vaccination for the age group 12 to 14 years has crossed more than 4.09 crore across the country. Let's take a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Moirang near my big gas Infal iPhone gi mapu oibiu iPhone gi mapu oibiu lakliba October gi tang kunmari nungthil pung ama taba matamda sumnatagi lupa chama khaktana iPhone gi mapu oibiu thamjariba pricing first price iPhone 13 Pro Max, second price iPhone Mini 12 128GB, third price iPhone SE 2022 128GB amasung consolation price oina miyoi kuntrada lupa chamnga pizagani ticket agent oibiningba singna lemna ticket tara amadi lupa lising manga gi mathakta fangbaki khudongchaba pizari ticket fangfam sing Sur Pharmacy Malom Bazar, Sanatombi Store Malom Bazar, Pan 150 Waheng Lekai Mobile Dukan, Ipak Offset Praise opposite Shanghai Express amasung FSC office Kangabam Lekai near Vaiko Hotel, Panthoibi Pharmacy Lamphel near Lamjingba Hospital, Sorzini Hotel Moirang near My Big Gas, Infal College Gate Dukan Amu Dukan amasung Bembem Wholesale Dukan Patsoy Part 1 Draw Otfam Kaisampat Lemazam Lekai Community Hall. WhatsApp ki khuthangda ticket booking tawbagi khudongchaba pizari akupa marol gidamak pizariba number sida contact tobiyu 8787573129.
Moving on to the national news after the break. The International Airport in Chandigarh has been renamed Shahid Bhagat Singh International Airport, Chandigarh, after freedom fighter Bhagat Singh on his birth anniversary today, days after Prime Minister Modi made an announcement in this regard. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, the chief guest at the event, said she felt honored to be present at the event and thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for deciding to rename the airport after the iconic freedom fighter. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann also thanked Prime Minister Modi for renaming the airport and sought more international flights. Prime Minister Modi, in his Man Ki Baat radio broadcasts last Sunday, announced that the airport would be renamed after Shahid Bhagat Singh as a tribute on his 115th birth anniversary. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath today inaugurated an intersection named after legendary singer Lata Mangeshkar on the occasion of her 93rd birth anniversary. The Chief Minister, in this presence of Union Tourism Minister G. Kishan Reddy, inaugurated the intersection Lata Mangeshkar Chauraha. The intersection at the banks of the Saryu River has been developed at an estimated cost of Rs 7.9 crore with 40-foot long and 12-meter high veena weighing 14 tons according to officials. Paying tributes to the iconic singer, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a tweet said that remembering Lata Didi on her birth anniversary with a chalk and Ayodhya named after her is a fitting tribute to one of the greatest Indian icons. The intersection will be a great attraction for tourists and music lovers. It is the first place in the country where such a giant musical instrument has been installed, officials say. It may be mentioned that the giant veena has been made by Padma Shri awardee Ram Sutar, who took 2 months to make it. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi resumed the party's Bharat Yoda Yatra today and entered his constituency, Wayanad, in Kerala. The yatra started from Pandikat School Padi in Malappuram. Meanwhile, party leader Jairam Ramesh held a press conference and said a new, young and aggressive Congress will emerge at the end of the yatra. Jairam Ramesh added that the Padyatra will act like a booster dose for the party. This is part of the revival plan for Congress. On its 21st day, Rahul Gandhi met with locals and interacted with them. Meanwhile, the political crisis in Rajasthan Congress sees no end as Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot is scheduled to meet the party's interim president Sonia Gandhi in Delhi. Earlier party observers Mallikarjun Kharge and Ajay Maken in the report on the situation said Gehlot is not to be blamed for the crisis in the state. The crisis erupted after 82 MLAs who are loyal to Ashok Gehlot resigned, protesting against Sachin Pilot becoming the next chief minister if Gehlot wins the Congress presidential election. Moving on to the international news, Sri Lankan President Ranil Wickremesinghe said his government will back the bids of India and Japan for permanent member status at the UN Security Council. During a meeting with Japanese Foreign Minister Yoshimasa Hayashi, appreciated the support extended by Japan to Sri Lanka on the international stage and expressed the government's willingness to support both Japan's and India's campaign to become permanent members of the UN Security Council, the President's office said in a press release. India has been at the forefront of the years-long efforts to reform the Security Council, saying it rightly deserves a place as a permanent member of the UN body, which in its current form does not represent the geopolitical realities of the 21st century. At present, the UNSC comprises 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent member countries, which are elected for a 2-year term by the General Assembly of the United Nations. India is currently halfway through the 2nd year of its 2-year term as an elected non-permanent member of the UN Security Council. India's tenure at the Council will end in December, when the country will also preside as president of the powerful UN organ for the month. North Korea fired an unidentified ballistic missile, Seoul's military said today, just days after its last test and ahead of a visit to South Korea by US Vice President Kamala Harris. North Korea fired an unidentified ballistic missile into the East Sea, Seoul's Joint Chiefs of Staff said in a statement, referring to the waters more commonly known as the Sea of Japan. Japan's Coast Guard also confirmed a possible ballistic missile launch, citing information from Tokyo's Defense Ministry, and warned ships to be aware. The launch, part of a record-breaking blitz of weapons tests this year by North Korea, also comes after Seoul's spy agency warned that Pyongyang was close to conducting another nuclear test. Meanwhile, US Vice President Kamala Harris is due to arrive in Seoul on Thursday for a brief visit, during which she will visit the heavily fortified border between North and South Korea. And this week, the nuclear-powered USS Ronald Reagan has been conducting joint drills with South Korea's Navy in waters off the peninsula. Before we wrap up with today's bulletin, giving you the headlines once again. Radical outfit PFI 8 Associated Fronts banned for 5 years after nationwide mega raid arrests. Center to extend free ration scheme by 3 more months, say sources. And India records 3,615 new COVID cases with 22 deaths in last 24 hours. Active caseload currently stands at 40,979. With that, we've come to the end of today's Primetime English Bulletin. Stay tuned to MAMI Television for more updates.
iPhone gi mapu oibiu iPhone gi mapu oibiu lakliba October gi tang kunmari nungthil pung ama taba matamda sumnatagi lupa chama khaktana iPhone gi mapu oibiu thamjariba pricing. First price iPhone 13 Pro Max, second price iPhone Mini 12 128GB, third price iPhone SE 2022 128GB amasung consolation price oina miyoi kontrada lupa chamnga pizagani. Ticket agent oibiningba singna lemna ticket tara amadi lupa lising manga gi mathakta fangbagi khudongchaba pizari. Ticket Fangfam Singh, Sur Pharmacy, Malom Bazar, Sanatombi Store, Malom Bazar, Pan 150, Waheng Lekai Mobile Dukan, Ipak Offset Praise, opposite Shanghai Express, Amasung FSC Office, Kangabam Lekai, near Vaiko Hotel, Panthoibi Pharmacy, Lamphel, near Lamjingba Hospital, Sorzini Hotel, Moirang, near Mybe Gas, Imphal College Gate Dukan, Amu Dukan, Amasung Bembem Wholesale Dukan, Patsoi Part 1. ड्रो ओटफम कैसामपाट लेमजम लेकाई कम्युनिटी हॉल WhatsApp की खुथांगदा टिकेट बुकिंग तौबगी खुदोंग चाबा पिजरी अकुप मरोल गिदमक पिजरीबा नंबर सिदा कांटेक्ट तौबियु 8787573129